Welcome to Introduction to Certifications, Accessing Opportunities Through Small Business Certifications. This webinar is presented by Aventi Enterprises, LLC, a third-party firm that does not represent any certifying entity, government agency, or corporation. In this webinar, we are discussing small business certifications and how to use them to access government and corporate contracts. To get started, we will provide an overview of basics of certifications, what they are, the benefits, and the types of small business certifications from which you can choose. My name is Sharonda Barnett, Associate Consultant for our Government Contracting Division at Aventi Enterprises. I have been assisting businesses with MBE, WBE, VBE, and DBE certifications for the past 4 years. I also support our clients with grant application managed through our office. My background is in banking and finance, and I attended the University of Cincinnati. Aventi Enterprises is a strategic consulting firm helping businesses enhance their operational and financial capacity so they can pursue government and corporate contracts to grow and scale. We offer consulting services in business strategy, business planning, certification assistance, bid preparation, and contract financing. We also offer on-demand business plan training online through our Aventi Academy. You can access these resources and Aventi Academy at www.aventienterprises.com. Since 2019, we have provided training to over 500 businesses in the areas of business planning, certifications, funding, and more. We provide direct consulting services to an average of 125 small businesses each year of various industry and sizes. To date, our clients collectively generates over 38 million in revenues, creating more than 500 jobs. We've helped businesses collectively access over 4 million in funding, and we have maintained a 100% certification approval rating in getting companies certified as minority, women, or veteran-owned businesses. Let's get started with a quick overview of the basics of certifications. What are small business certifications? These certifications identify and validate business owners as socially or economically disadvantaged. A social disadvantage is related to gender, race, disabilities, veteran status, or population groups who experience major disparities in access to resources. An economic disadvantage refers to a person's net worth of an owner. These small business certifications have been put in place to help level the playing field for these disadvantaged owners. The certifications confirm the legitimate ownership of a company and their disadvantage. They also ensure that the proper resources and opportunities are provided to the intended business owners. It's important to know that small business certifications are for-profit businesses only. For those who are still wondering why you should become certified, let's discuss the benefits. With certifications, you can gain access to contracting opportunities, which is the number one reason most get certified. You can also receive free or low-cost supportive services like training, workshops, and technical assistance. Certifications give you access to procurement officers and managers who make purchasing decisions for outside vendors, such as certified small businesses. You can also gain connections to other businesses and prime contractors who may be looking to do business with you through networking events offered through these certification programs. Some certification programs offer mentoring opportunities to connect you with experienced owners of similar industries. And other certification programs offer financial and bonding assistance needed for contracts. For example, some states offer loans and incentives for certified minorities in their state. If you were a minority-owned business but not certified, you may not be able to apply for these funding opportunities. It is important to remember that certifications are not meant to guarantee contracts. They are only meant to open doors of opportunities and provide you with more access to these opportunities that you may not receive without a certification. It is your responsibility as the representative of your business to continue networking and promoting your business, as well as providing quality products and services. So, why are contracts so important to your business? Gaining contracts is a business strategy that creates revenue of consistent payments and cash flow. It's a great strategy to keep you from chasing one time transactions every month, especially if you can land a 1, 2, or 3-year contract. This increase and steady cash flow into your business strengthens your company's value to lenders and investors. If you need a bank loan, having steady cash flow shows the lender that you are able to repay the loan. And if you are looking to sell your business in the future, contracts can potentially transfer to the buyers of your business, which makes the investors comfortable and happy with their purchase. That is, of course, the new owners fit the eligibility requirements of that certification that won that contract. Winning a contract gives you the opportunity to build your team, access capacity building resources, and increase the skill set and experience of your company. Prior to bidding on a contract, you may have to find outside resources to work with you on a project, which could lead to long-lasting relationships and the ability to perform at higher levels. If you perform well on a project, that leads to more referrals and recommendations to other opportunities. Yes, of course, agencies communicate with each other regarding high and low performing vendors. It's up to you to stay in good light with your contractual clients by doing well on the job. Some contracts are designated for just women and/or minority-owned businesses. In this case, agencies and corporations may set aside contracts for these groups. To determine who qualifies for these set-asides, they look for businesses who have been certified as such. Before we talk about the types of certifications, let's talk briefly about the certification process and managing expectations. When completing a certification application, you should prepare to spend 20 to 40 hours total, depending on the complexity of your business. You can do all the paperwork and submit it yourself, or hire a consulting firm to help you with the certification process. If you decide to do the certification paperwork yourself, understand that it can be a lengthy process. Again, it can take average of 20 to 40 hours to complete your application, depending on the complexity of your business. The process can be confusing, the questions can be tough, and it can seem hard to know where to even begin. Also, the returning of an incomplete or inaccurate document from the certifying agency holds up the process and can lead to frustration. Experiencing this can lead to the lack of productivity and motivation in completing the certification process. We want you to stay encouraged. When we work with our clients, we help reduce the chances of a denial by clarifying any vague information and ensuring accuracy of your application. We'll talk more about how Aventi can help you later in the presentation. Which leads us to the types of certifications you can apply for. There are two main types of certifications: public certifications, which are issued by the government agencies for government work, and the other type is private certifications designed for you to access opportunities with corporations. Under public certifications, there are 3 levels of certifications. This includes federal certifications, state certifications, and local certifications, which includes cities and municipalities. Private certifications only have 1 level, and they are designed to work only with corporations. Here you can see 4 groups of certifications categorized by color and the most common certifications that are available under each level. This overview was designed for Ohio-based businesses, so if you were to create a certification overview by state, each overview would look a little different under the state and local levels. Let's look at the red column, which is for federal certifications. Under this group, you have the Disadvantaged Business Enterprise, or the DBE, and the Airport Concessions Advantage Business Enterprises, ACDBE, certifications. Both certifications are highway, transit, and airport related projects. This is a federal certification, but it is administered by each state, so the Ohio Department of Transportation manages the DBE certifications for the state of Ohio. The SBA, or the Small Business Administration, offers a variety of certifications to access federal contracts for small, veteran, and women owned businesses. This includes the Women Owned Small Business Certification, also known as WOSB, the Economically Disadvantaged Women Owned Small Business, or EDWOSB, the SBA 88 program, and the other certifications include HubZone, Veteran Owned Small Businesses, and Service Disabled Veteran Owned Small Businesses. The SBA 8A program is a 9-year program that supports established businesses to grow and scale by offering training, technical assistance, and support accessing government contracts. Different states offer their own certification programs. In this example, the state of Ohio, identified in the gold column, offers MBE, WBE, VBE, and EDGE certifications. These certifications are all administered through the Ohio Department of Development. Looking at the local group in the blue column, you will see MBE and WBE certifications administered by the City of Columbus for Columbus, Ohio specific projects. The SEBE program for small and emerging business enterprises is managed by Franklin County in Ohio. If you are interested in working with Columbus City School District, you can become LEDE certified to gain access to opportunities with the school system. Lastly is the private group in the purple column. When corporations are looking for specific businesses, they are looking for MBEs certified with the National Minority Supplier Development Council, known as NMSDC, or WBEs, certified through the Women's Business Enterprise National Council, also known as WBENC. There is also a LGBT Business Enterprise certification offered through the National LGBT Chamber of Commerce. As you can see, there are 3 to 4 different MBE certifications listed here and 3 different WBE certifications listed. Each gives you access to different opportunities, and it's important to know which MBE or WBE certification you have. But before we get to that, let's talk about why you would even want to contract with the government. The U.S. government is the largest consumer of goods and services in the entire world, the largest consumer. In each of the last 3 fiscal years, the government has consistently increased spending on contracts to small businesses. In the fiscal year 2022, small businesses received nearly $163 billion in federal contracts, of which $70 billion was earned by small, disadvantaged businesses. The federal government establishes formal goals to ensure small businesses get their fair share of work. Every federal government purchase between $10,000 and $250,000 is automatically set aside for small businesses, as long as there are at least 2 companies that can provide the product or services at a fair and reasonable price. These dollars can either go directly to the businesses that win the contracts, also known as prime contractors, or to the business that the prime contractors hire to help perform services, known as the subcontractor. If you don't have any government assistance contracting experience, it may be best to start as a subcontractor and get the experience you need to later become a prime contractor. Here is a list of corporations that look for MBE and WBE certified companies to do business with for a variety of reasons. Such corporations include Macy's, Nationwide Insurance, Cincinnati Reds, Cleveland State University, Fifth Third Bank, The Kroger Company, Procter Gamble, and others. And on this slide is a list of a variety of services needed by the government and corporations that are issued in the form of contracts. This includes construction, landscaping, marketing, catering, professional services, and personal care products, just to name a few. As you can see, there are contract opportunities for just about anything. In order to get certified, there are a few requirements by the business owner. Number one, the owner of the business must own at least 51% of the business. Number two, your business must be a legitimate business, registered or licensed in your state and with the federal government. All legal paperwork should be in place explaining who is the owner or owners. Number three, the production or delivery of your primary goods and services must be independent from a non-qualifying business. For example, if you are a multi-level marketing company, you would not qualify because you are only selling goods and services without ownership or control of them. Number four, you must also demonstrate that you can and have performed the work you say you do. In some cases, you will be required to provide proof of contracts, sales, invoices, and receipts. You may also need to provide a capability statement, which is an overview of your work your company has performed. Now let's talk about selecting the certifications that best fit for your business. When deciding which certification to choose, here are a few questions to ask yourself. Number one, who do you want to do business with? Is it with the federal government or a particular state, city, or county? Or do you want to work with corporations like Walmart or Target? Number two, once you know who you want to do work with, you'll need to find out which types of certifications these entities recognize: public certifications or private certifications. Number three, which certified businesses are they looking for? MBE, WBE, VBE, or DBE certified businesses. There may be a more concentrated effort for a certain type of certification. So if they recognize a number of certifications that you qualify for, is there a certification that has more available opportunities that fits your capabilities? Number four, and lastly, of the certifications they are looking for, do you qualify for these certifications? Navigating the certification process may seem daunting, but it's helpful to have an accountability partner to push you through to the end and to help guide you along the way. Here is how we can help to get you certified and pursue government and corporate contracts. We can help determine which certifications to pursue. We can assist you in completing your certification application, help find contract opportunities, assist with bid and proposal preparations, connect you with key contacts, support with certification renewals or denials, and overall business and strategy. Please take note that we are a third party and we do not represent any certifying entity, government agency, or corporation. You can schedule a call by visiting our website at aventienterprises.com and schedule a certification inquiry call. We also invite you to follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook for more certification information, business strategy tips, and government contracting news. Thank you for joining us today and much success to you and your business.